Splatoon 3 is coming, and I have an interesting theory about what we're going to see in the game. Turf War. And some other things we'll see include bigger buildings, bigger maps, bigger bombs, bigger weapons, and a bigger price tag. Also a bigger number in the title. Okay, that one's so stupid. The game's gonna solidify Splatoon's place in the MCU, right? The Mario Cinematic Universe. Luigi's taking a break from dealing to the table and thirst-baiting game theory so that he can train the guys on janitorial work for his mansion.
Hey, yo, they blow-dried Mini Jug. Now he's like 90% fluff.
They gotta be careful here or they're gonna...
What the dog doing?
I reckon the community is going to make some new dumb memes again by distorting the characters' faces like they did with Splat Tim. Now, I've got into this really bad habit of like taking ages to do anything, so this time I've decided to get in there early and I've made some of my own ones already. So we've got Sheldon, who I've turned into a minion. Off to an amazing start already, I see. We've also got Marinate, these Inklings which I've posed into JoJo characters, Splat Tim, the sequel, and Garfield. I can't do this one. And of course, I presume that SRB2 dude will be updating his name to that SRB3 dude. I mean, dude, do you want to collab sometime? I mean, we need more Splatoon content creators. Dude, stop rejecting me. Dude, stop. Oh, God! Oh! Anyway, on to the most important part of... Wait. Rewind that. Rewind a second. What's that? Yo, they put Moai in the game! Come on, yes! Woo! Why do I find these so funny? We're getting a Moai amiibo? God damn! You guys know how Zelda's been delayed until next year, because, like, you know, of course it would. That's probably going to happen to this game as well, because, like, it's Nintendo. Of course they're going to do that. You know, the old, a delayed game is eventually a game, but what? So what's the plot? Well, bad news, the game is set in modern-day Paris. After getting the train from Spirited Away to the derelict, run-down capital city, you'll quickly see how it inspired the setting for Splatoon 3. So you're teamed up with this salmon dude who's had to flee from Grizzco because of the recent rise in Godzilla attacks, and the two of you are tasked with bringing peace to the city of Inkopolis. Since moving to France, the Inklings have switched from ink battles to sword fighting with baguettes, but that's just the yeast of our problems. Get it? Like least, but it's yeast. We'll catch up with Callie Marie and Agent 3, and just like in my Breath of the Wild prediction, we'll create the new Dream Team. You might notice the Squid Sisters look a bit different. Don't worry about it. They've just been turned into cat girls by this icky paint-like goo.
No, boys, don't touch that stuff.
Now here's where the plot twist happens. Of course, the Octarians are back, except this time they're even more evil than before. And as you sneak into their headquarters, they'll catch you. But instead of attacking, this time they're going to try recruiting you to their new multi-level marketing scheme. Yeah, turns out Nintendo are pretty tight for money at the moment, which is why we still only have 2 home screen themes, 5 years after the console came out. So to get some extra cash, they've signed a brand deal with some health and beauty companies. Explains why everyone's a furry this time and covered in hair. They've got to sell you shampoo somehow.
She showers with Pantene. But I got one alone to keep me clean.
It seems pretty stupid though when their weakness is literally just a pair of hair clippers, you know, like...
Look at the top of his head.
But enough stalling. Who's going to be the final boss? Who's truly behind everything? The fighting and the brand deals? Well, last time we were against Tartar, but it can't be him again because that would be too obvious. So this time it's probably going to be against like his cousin or something. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're going to be fighting against this mango chutney this time. Yeah. Scary.
Hey, Infant, these are all baseless claims. What's your sauce?
Bro, my sauce is right here. I know chutney isn't really a sauce, but shut up. Okay, before we get to the punchline of the video, and trust me, it's a good one, I have a couple more things to throw out there. My uncle works at Nintendo and he told me that they're going to put Splatoon 3 on the Wii U, or as it's called in France, the Yes U. That was a really funny joke, guys. You may now laugh. No, you can't! There's no time! Let's go! I was browsing Twitter earlier and Nintendo posted their new Tri-Slosher design.
Oh, no.
Also, listen to this. You're going to love this. You're never going to be able to unhear that. You're welcome. Also, on the technical side, in Splatoon, the consoles talk to each other 25 times a second, and in Splatoon 2, this dropped to 16 times per second. So it only makes sense that this time it will drop another 9 points to 7 times per second. I mean, look at how long they keep walking for after the match ends. I think this might actually be true. I mean, it's either that or my Wi-Fi router's busted. And finally, I can confirm that despite all of these amazing new changes, upgrades, improvements, and more, I'm still going to be the only person on my team trying to push the objective. Bruh. Okay, well, that's enough of that. In summary, here's the theory. Ready? Splatoon 3 costs more money and will get delayed till 23. Will come out on the second Wii and have worse connectivity. The kids learned how to vacuum clean and got huge new artillery, yet still refuse to help their team.
Mini Judd is so fluffy!
Trisel is all boxy. Will get new face distortion memes and new amiibo figurines.
Why do I find these so funny?
And something else we'd like to see is more YouTubers on the scene. Hey dude, would you collab with me?
Infant, stop harassing me!
That's fine. Well, for the game story, it's set in modern-day Peru. Work with a salmon refugee to reference Studio Ghibli. Your final team is from a dream. It's you, a fish, and Asian 3. The sister's new Sonic OCs. Now stop them fighting with pastries. That isn't the only threat. Nope, still not finished yet. What's up with all this furriness? That gets explained in the plot twist. You're caught sneaking into HQ, but rather than attacking you, they sell you their pyramid scheme for Head and Shoulders and Pantene. Get out the clippers, shave them clean, and then you'll fight with this chutney. Will you seize the victory in saving Coppolis City? And that's the end of my theory of what we'll see in Splatoon 3. If more good content's what you need, please consider subscribing to me. If we get to like 1 billion subs, I might try to actually make some, because this video was